Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short, Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly... Not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Lock going to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On the ground, Richard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's a screen to Richard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now Carr. He's got it to Hilton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Carr completes it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
What now? Kill. Get that ball. Show it.
On 2nd down, Richard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Monday, down. You ready?
On 1st, here's Washington. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Throwing now is Locke. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Carr over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now Carr. Past the 20, and he's got his man Hilton. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Carr again. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try to run this one in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's over the line, and in for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Christian, travel.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Topper, Topper! Hey, Haywood!
Throwing his Lock on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The final shot here before half for Carr. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
8, read. 55. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 80 welcome. Check 24. Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Locke, he's going to float this over the middle, deep, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. It's complete to Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On the toss play, this is Washington. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We're good. 185. Let's go. You tighten up.
Staying on the ground with Washington. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
At the 16-yard line.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Here we go, D. Here, X3. 218, chopper. Here I come again. Check. Lucky. Sponge.
After the turnover, here's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You got to get it.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Hey, high 7. Now.
On first down, Locke. That one complete. He finds Sharp. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 27, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr now to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the catch made by Hilton. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking deep downfield. Oh, Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
First down, Raiders.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
31, Raiders 17.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Go!
They'll run here with Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw it is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Whip. Express. 637. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On first down, Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing his Carr on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. He's got it to Hilton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Come on now, let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw his Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down and goal. Carr. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run by Lindsey. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Down. Kill.
Carr now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it.
And the Raiders have got him. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and think